All right, how's it going? So, I've ran across a pleasant story today. Actually, it was on Dr. Boyce's channel. If you get a chance to look at that, the financial channel. And then I looked at some of the local news around that area. This is right around the Newark, New Jersey area. Okay, this story goes to show that there's still hope out there. You know, like this channel does have some biblical inclinations in it. All right, even for the Pandora's box. All right, when all the spirits went out, and then there's the last spirit that went out was hope. But probably on the biblical side, when Noah had went through 40 days of storms and his family, and when the storm was over, then it was a bright, better day. It was hope. That's what it represented. Okay, when the storm was over. Hope everybody's had a good day today. So this brother named Desmond Durham. He's 36 years old. Uh, is going to graduate with a master's degree from, I think it's government or leadership, all right, from Montclair State University out there right around that area, okay? This brother had worked 3 jobs and then took care of his son partially, okay, while, working to obtain his through his journey to obtain his master's degree. Okay. So however long that took, I just know that he's got it, and he's made news. All right, he's made national news. It just goes to show that men, this is for the men now. Okay, that you can do it. If there's a will, there is a way. Okay. So I know school's not for everybody, but find a way. Okay, you could still find a way to be successful at something. All right. Success comes at different levels, but I think that somewhat you get the point. Okay. There's something for you to do, and then make lucrative profit. Okay. Or at least you hold down you and yours. All right. Needless to say, or to say the least. Give me a second here. Had to put on a little bit of Carmex there. So let me give you a story about me. Kind of remind me of me a little bit. That I was a competitive basketball player throughout high school. It wasn't that I was dumb, but I think that I didn't apply myself as hard as I could have. But then again, I think that mercy was given upon me because I was playing basketball. I was doing a lot for the program in high school and all that. Okay. I remember graduating just barely with a 1.65 grade point average. You know, that was one of the things. See, my mother was an educator, and I just think that maybe it bothered her a little bit, but she understood or whatever. Okay, to keep me in extracurricular activities, to keep me out of trouble, because as a youth I was getting in a lot of trouble. I got expelled actually from a couple of schools. All right, before I got to high school. All right, so a lot of people that think that they know my resume or whatever, that you really don't. Okay, now, uh, but that did bother me for a long time. I did get a chance to go to school and be able to get my grade point average, but they didn't have a scholarship for me. All right, that was Norfolk State back in Norfolk, Virginia. Okay, that I was briefly on the team, the basketball team in 1990, and I got a partial, but I was redshirted, and I think I went for 3 years and got into the Army Reserve. Okay, and I was able to leave college with a two. It's like a 2.1 average. All right. So after doing 14, 13 years doing that, and I was went through my journey with working overseas and, tried to have a business and all that. I went back to school the last time I was in school, 93, 23 years later, y'all, okay? Something like that. I can remember applying for UNLV, and they shot me down because I didn't have a high enough grade point average of 2.5. They told me, go to the community college here locally here in the Las Vegas area where I currently reside. That's College of Southern Nevada. They said, go there, 4-year, get your grade point average up, get an associate's if you could, one of the two, and reapply, and we'll take you and go all the way with you. Okay? Sorry about that. But that bothered me a lot, okay? But it made me very, very determined. So I went to the community college. I think I went there for like a year, and I took 2.5 semesters. I think I took like 36 credit hours. I got my grade point average up to a 3.4 grade point average at the community college. Got an associate's in general studies. Then transferred it to UNLV. All right. And I went for 1 year. I floored it. I went 2 semesters, and I went for the summer semester, and I got something like 54 credits. Like I say, those 3 semesters. Again, see here, fall, spring, and then the summer. Okay. That was the 2017-18 school year. And was able to get my degree in history. Okay. And I graduated with just a little over 3-point average. I can remember making the honor roll, and I called my mom, and it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I made the honor roll and this and that. Or they sent me a letter and all that, a little certificate in the mail and all that. So, yeah, and then later I went for my master's at Liberty in Christian Studies and history and all that. I got accepted, and I was on fumes by the time I got my but I was able to do it. I floored it right after I graduated from UNLV, and I got that in 2019. Okay, it was a 1-year program. Just I think I had like a 2.4, but by then, I was at the end. By then, you know what I'm saying, I was smoked. So, and I was doing that, and I was working full time, whatever, for Lyft at the time. Okay, I was going to visit my children, but let me tell you this. That type of success, you're going to have to, it's hard to say that when you try to go back to school or going to school that it's going to bite over the weekends and that type of stuff. You're going to have to probably take classes at night or like during like Sunday or Saturday if you want to try to get out or whatever curricular activities. You may have to cut some corners to do what you need to do to be able to provide a better way to your family, and that's still not guaranteed. Okay, even if you do get a degree, all right. So it's more of a personal goal, but nevertheless that you can do it. But just goes to show there's really no excuse. All right, there's again, if you really want to do something really bad enough, you're gonna dig, and like I say, you're gonna make sacrifices. That's what it takes: hard work, sacrifice, dedication. So. It's what it is. Ain't nobody really gonna tell me otherwise or whatever. All right, I don't. Quite frankly, I don't even want to hear it. Congratulations to the brother. All right, and maybe they were saying, well, could a doctorate be next? I know I'm done. So, but let me know what you think about the video. Thank you for your time. Peace.